Bye.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tarikaremba. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. So in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing an eyeshadow palette. You guys know that I love eyeshadow, okay? I love eyeshadow so much, and because I love eyeshadow, I'm always looking for really good quality eyeshadows without having to break bank to do it, okay? So in today's video, we are reviewing the REVLON Colourstay Maverick Palette. Oh, the light, guys, the light. The light. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Okay, wow. This is so unfortunate. Okay, this is better. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is the palette. That's what it looks like on the outside. Now let's look on the inside. So here you go. It's a nice warm palette, okay? So we have 5 matte shades and we have 3 shimmery shades. I like that. I like a palette that has a mixture of different shades, because some days I feel matte, some days I feel shimmery, some days I feel like mixing the two. So this is really nice. Okay, so now let us go to the website and look at some specs before we get into testing how it works out. So the first thing is, obviously you can find this palette at Clicks, Discam, Foschini, Superbalist, and Takealot. And the general price that I'm seeing here is 179 Rand. So yeah, that's how much you'll have to pay for it. Okay, so now let's look at the other details. So it says that these eyeshadow palettes, so it's a whole series, and obviously this is the second one that I have. If you haven't watched the review of the Player palette, then I'm gonna put a card so you can check it out. But anyway, it says that this eyeshadow has long-lasting color payoff and wears for up to 24 hours. Y'all know we are not testing anything for 24 hours here. Okay, so the next thing is that you get 8 coordinated colors that are exceptionally pigmented. We're gonna check that out with high impact. We're gonna test it out together and see if it's true. So the next thing is that the palettes are designed to be portable and they truly fit anywhere. So they're super slim. You can tuck it in your bag, a clutch, even a pocket. I believe that. I mean, look at the size. It can fit in my hand. That just goes to show how portable this is, and it's also really slim. So yeah, size wise I agree already. And it says these eyeshadow palettes give you options, a mix of shimmers, mattes, and metallics. And of course, it's available in 5 different palettes. So there's Original, Insider, Player, Maverick, and Enigma. I am using the Maverick, which is like the warm toned palette. So now that we have talked about it, let's actually get into seeing if it really has a high color payoff and it's pigmented and all of that stuff. Okay, so I'm going to swatch it on the back of my hand over here so that we can see how it be before I apply it onto my face. So we'll start with the darkest color. So look at how good that looks. Ooh, this definitely is pigmented. Look at that. This is like no primer, nothing on my skin, but can you see that? That's good. I like that. Okay, next color, the one next to it. Okay, honey, I see you coming through with the pigment. So the next color is also really pigmented. Can you see that? I love me a pigmented eyeshadow, so this is exciting. So now the next shade is actually a shimmer, and it's like a dark brown shimmer. Can you see that? Nice. Okay, so the next color is like a red burgundy. Okay, it's red on the skin. Yeah, and you can see it. I love that. Okay, so next I'm running out of fingers. Okay, so next we have a shimmery color, which is, you know, like a reddy pink. Let's talk about pigment, okay? This palette is pigmented. I love it. Okay, so the last matte that I put there is very similar to the shimmer shade. And then I'm just going to do the remaining colors on the side because we're running out of space, sweetie. But can you see that? So the next shade is like a gold champagne color. And then the last one is like a white creamy color. Okay. Ooh. Can you... Okay, there we go. Okay, so as you guys can see, this palette is very pigmented. But yeah, that palette is super pigmented. I love it. Okay, so in terms of... Okay, wait. So in terms of swatching it and just seeing, you know, the color payoff and the pigmentation, you can see that it is actually really pigmented, which is nice. So now let's get into the, you know, actual tutorial. So we're going to use it obviously on my eyes and see how it works. As you can see, I don't have any like base on. It's just like my normal everyday situation. I'm not going to put any eyeshadow base, eyeshadow primer, none of that, because I want to see how it performs on its own. Okay, so let's get into this tutorial. I hope you can see me nicely. So I'm going to start with that darkest color and I'm going to create a sort of let me show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so just from that first sort of application, you can see that it is really pigmented. I didn't have to struggle to apply it onto my eyes, so that's nice. I like that. Okay, Revlon. Okay. Do you guys see that? So now that I'm bringing the color in, it's still really good. Wow. 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 So this is me so far. It looks really good. I love that, you know, it's still staying true to color, even though obviously like it's on melanin skin. It's true to color and it's not looking ashy, and I love that. So we have the first step down and it's looking really good, really pigmented, and it's not ashy. I love that. So yeah, I feel like I'm gonna go in with that red. Can you see? Can you see? Do you see the color? Can you guys see the color? It looks so good. I love that. Okay, cool. So clearly this palette is pigmented, black girl friendly. It's not ashy and the color payoff is really good. I love that. Okay, so now that we have that dark brown purple shade down and the red, we're gonna go in with, I don't know, the bright, maybe like a mixture of this white and this like pinky shade, because I don't want white but I don't want pink either. Okay, let's go for the pinky shade. Okay, cool. Look at that. I love to see it. Okay guys, so look at that. We have a nice gradient going from darkest to like in the middle to a light color. And all of this without any eyeshadow base. I love it. Okay, so to make sure that I use as many colors as possible, I'm I'm gonna go into my inner corner with that champagne-y color. I hope it looks good. Okay, pigment. Can you see? Can you see this? That looks really, really good. I'm so happy. I'm just going to like drag that into. Okay guys, so this is it. This is my eyeshadow using just the palette. It's looking really good. I'm actually really happy with how this came out. So now I'm just gonna go and do the finishing touches of this look. So as you can see, this palette is actually really good. The colors applied on really, really well. I didn't have any problems with application or even blending. Can you see that? Like, you can see the gradient from the darkest color to the lightest color, and they all blended in nicely. And I also don't look ashy, which is another great thing. So obviously, first impressions, I love the palette. Okay, it's worth the 179 rand. Okay, and yeah, the color payoff is high. It is pigmented, and it's something that you don't have to struggle to use. And I mean, if I can get such good results without an eyeshadow base on or anything, then that says a lot about it. So ultimately, I love this palette. Do I recommend it? Of course. And yeah, let me know down below what your thoughts are. But ultimately, it does live up to the hype. It does live up to the standards that are listed on the website. So yeah, I give this an 8 out of 10. The only reason I'm not going to give it a 10 out of 10 is because the packaging, right? It's hard to open if you have nails on. Like, I struggle to get it open. And the other thing is just like the rows are so thin that there were times when I was applying the eyeshadow when my brush double dipped, so like into like 2 of the eyeshadows at the same time. So I feel like that was a little frustrating because I ended up having 2 colors on my brush instead of 1. So that's definitely you know, the downside of everything. But ultimately, 8 out of 10, would recommend. Go get yourself a palette, okay? And yeah, Revlon did a thing as always. I mean, I love Revlon and their products. I'm actually wearing their foundation right now, so I mean, y'all know I love Revlon. But ultimately, I'm not biased. Their products are good, as I have shown you. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know how you feel about the palette.